In life, we all face challenges, and we enjoy successes. Whether the past, the present, or the future, we all have a story to tell. This is my story of my life in relation to the education experience. From an early age, I despised school. I was far from a good student, and I often caused problems for teachers. I stand firm in my belief that this was because I was bored and was not challenged. Unfortunately, this led to behavior and a further decline in my interest in formal education. Eventually, I gave up and quit school and proceeded to join the labor market. After many years of hard work and several significant lifestyle changes, I decided there had to be a better way. Very few people will deny that life is hard. When bad decisions are compounded by unavoidable consequences, life is difficult. As an adult, this seemed to be the path my life took. I would make a bad decision, and that would be compounded by either a related consequence or a bad event. I was able to finally grab myself by the nape of the neck and begin seeking a better way. I found the better way in a church service, and at that point began making changes in my life. As I began to change, I realized that many people face some of the struggles I faced. Between my experiences with mental illness, addictions, and recovery through Jesus Christ, I realized that I had a lot to offer society. At this point, I elected to begin pursuing a career in counseling and mental health therapy. The most logical first step to this was to begin taking college courses. Living in Stone County, having a family, and working full-time, Ozarka seemed to be a great starting point. I entered Ozarka with some pretty clear goals in mind. My intentions from the beginning have been to obtain a state license as a licensed professional counselor or a licensed clinical social worker. Through all this, the main emphasis has always been Christian counseling. At the beginning, I had my heart set on being a social worker and providing therapy with that license. Through my time here at Ozarka, I have been discouraged with this endeavor, finding that these programs are harder to find and get into. Through taking classes here, I've had a lot of second thoughts. With assignments like the Cooter and personal life experiences, I'm still second guessing my career choices. I feel like I should be a counselor, a Christian counselor, and I should try to help people with their lives and their troubles. On the other hand, as it's been pointed out through the Cooter and other personality tests, I'm really good in the information technologies and with computers. There's an obvious advantage in information technologies with the fact that it pays better, less time to complete my degree where I would only take 4 years versus 6 to 7, and less out-of-pocket expense because of less school. On the other hand, I would be quitting on my calling if I don't follow the initial leading of my heart and follow God's plan for my life. I know I'll be continuing my education in January after I receive my associate's degree. I believe at this point I'll be continuing my degree in psychology, but there is still the thought in the back of my mind that this could change. More than anything, I think college has confused my career goals instead of solidifying them. College has made me think more about the pros and cons of various careers and degrees. College has helped me prioritize my goals and practice time management. With the help of a job that requires punctuality and completing assignments, I've learned to prioritize everything in my life. Having a family and school is hard. Everything is on a tight schedule, and when things do not work, everything can fall apart. Being able to roll with the punches often depends on planning. As contradictory as this sounds, when you plan ahead and you stay ahead of deadlines, a few bumps in the road are less devastating. Having the assignment tab on my Ozarka has taught me to keep upcoming assignments in front of me often. I've learned to apply this and everything will work well. Coming from a job where you have to get everything done that you could each day in construction and never really planning beyond that was hard. Now with a school, family, work, and church life requires a lot of organization. In the job where I work now, I'm constantly working on skills I'm learning in school. I currently work for a nonprofit organization that helps folks that are struggling with mental illness to overcome the symptoms of mental illness. In doing this, there's a lot of documentation that has to be done, and that has to be done in a timely manner. With my major, I'm learning that these skills at work and at school, so not only am I receiving the book knowledge at school, I'm also being challenged by the people I work with and for in a real-world setting. I recently received a promotion that has put me in a position of more influence. I attribute much of this to what I've learned at Ozarka. With this, I'm also receiving more training from our branch director and primary therapist. Much of the training I'm receiving from them is material I will receive instead of being introduced to it later in courses at school. I feel I'm fortunate to be working in the field and I will later be licensed in. When I receive my license, I will have 6 to 7 years of experience in the mental health field. College life has made significant impacts in my life. Because of college, I've been able to intelligently process my life goals and plans. I've developed skills such as organization and planning that will help me regardless of the career path I choose. With the help of Ozarka, my life has been changed. Thanks to a small school atmosphere with helpful and caring faculty, I've been able to springboard my life to higher levels. I will always be grateful for the experience I have received through Ozarka.